I'm an idiot. I admit it. I'm an idiot.
Welcome to Full of Shit. This is the great. I can't get a hold of this beat.
No, I can't make a
just
beat.
Keeps changing. It just keeps changing because Tim is dumb. Boo doo boo doo boo.
That sucked.
Welcome, Mitch. I have to keep with that bombastic opening because I've done it since number 1 and I can't drop it now. Mitch, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I have your mic turned off. Hang on. Now, how are you doing?
I'm still doing good.
There
Thanks
we
for having
go.
me, yeah.
I can hear him.
We can hear him. We almost had a tragedy there of not being able to hear Mitch. Mitch, this is your second time here. You're the second person to achieve 2 appearances. How's that feel?
You know, it's kind of an honor. I'm going to be honest. I know there's a lot of people who want to be on the show, and you know,
It's true.
really touches my heart that
Yeah.
you've offered to have me 2 different times now. So
And how does it make you feel that you are at 2 and Hayden is still at 0 and has not come on the show yet?
well, after this episode, I think Hayden's going to be a little bit jealous that he hasn't been on the show. Not to, have
Do you have any
teasers.
words for Hayden right now?
I think the only thing I could say to Hayden is that the topic of our episode is something that I'm far superior to him at.
And there is only one person who has you beat, and that is Jacob with 3. Are you coming for the crown?
No. Jacob's a good lad. I would never do anything
Fair
to
enough.
usurp his position. Like
There's a mutual respect, you would say there.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Now, as you know from the last time you were on here, we typically ask you to do an intro, but on the last episode, we decided that it's getting too easy because now people know what to
It's
expect.
stupid. You're too smart for us.
I don't know what
You
that.
get a new thing.
So the new thing is I'm going to ask you a question that has not even entered my mind yet. And I'm still thinking of it right now. And then we will rate you.
Okay.
All right. Here's the question. I still don't have it,
I was going to say, I didn't think you had one.
but it's about to come right
It's coming off the dome.
now.
It's getting...
What early 2000s song would be the best to charm a snake with?
To charm a snake with.
Yes.
I would say probably Hips Don't Lie by Shakira would be my answer. Because, when Hips Don't Lie come on, kind of gets you wanting to sway back and forth a little bit. I'm doing it right now. I'm thinking about it.
of it.
I'm
yeah.
thinking of... I think we're all doing it
when
right
you
now.
think of charming a snake, they're waving back and forth, really feeling the...
A snake, kind of, if you think about it, is all hip.
Exactly.
Either all hip or all neck.
I think I like all hip much better.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the kind of snake, though. If we're dealing with like a king cobra, I think Hips
king
Don't Lie
cobra
would be ideal.
Okay, so what about like an anaconda?
An anaconda?
And don't say anaconda.
No. No. Is that even early 2000s?
No, I think that's like late.
Yeah.
Is it?
Actually, it might be teens.
I think so.
For early 2000s, I kind of want to say something that'll like put some fear into it. So like Last Resort by Papa Roach is probably gonna be my answer for that one, because not a cobra, an anaconda is kind of a big angry
guy.
Yeah, it's something doesn't get messed with too often, and all of a sudden it hears Papa Roach come on, like cut my life into pieces, and all of a sudden the dun, 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 dun. I think it'd be a little intimidated. And
Well, there was a correct answer to this question.
was that?
And the correct answer is Mr. Bombastic by Shaggy.
Oh, yeah.
But I will rate your answer on a scale of deadly snakes.
Okay.
And King Cobra's pretty deadly, right?
I think
think so.
their venom is like the worst in the world, or one of the worst.
It's pretty
Wow.
bad.
I would give you a grass snake.
Okay. So
Not
Pretty
at all.
harmless.
if I were a mouse,
Okay,
that'd be pretty
yeah.
deadly.
We'll let you decide what the animal, what the deadliness is. But I say grass snake. All right, Tim.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Shakira one. That's a throwback. I forgot that
I was wanting Mr. Bombastic.
Yeah.
I
so.
feel that. I mean, now that you mention it, it kind of like
It's a much better
weakened
answer.
my initial reaction, but it's still good. I forgot that song existed for a second, honestly.
And also, now that I'm thinking about it, Mr. Bombastic might be 90s, might not even be early 2000s. So I kind of set you up for failure. But anyway,
Dang.
so go ahead, Tim.
Wow. I'm gonna rate you on medieval projectile throwing devices.
Oh,
So like from smallest to biggest, I guess.
okay.
So like the biggest would be like this trebuchet here we have on the table.
And the smallest would be, well, to be clear, not a full-size tribute. We don't have a full-size.
Oh yeah,
trebuchet
yeah.
on the
No,
table.
I don't have just a full size trebuchet sitting on our table.
That'd be cool, though.
That would be. I think that would replace our table.
So what would the smallest be? Like a slingshot?
I'm thinking, yeah, like a slingshot ish
Yeah.
thing, or like a hand crossbow.
Yeah.
I like the Shakira. I'm not sure about the second one. What was the second one you had?
Last Resort by Papa
I'm
Roach.
just like, I'm not feeling that one.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
kinda what I
Shakira,
thought,
but the Shakira I liked. So I'm gonna give you a ballista.
I'll take a ballista all day long.
Nice.
That's
all right.
pretty solid rating.
All right. So before we get into today's topic, we're issuing a challenge, right?
Yeah.
A challenge to all
A
of
challenge.
you non-salad eaters out there, and that is to grow our non-salad eating population.
Our population is just so wonderfully rid of salads,
That's right.
but we want it to spread.
We want to make the world a better place through non-salad consumption, or consumption of most but not all of your salad.
Right. Exactly.
Just to clarify. So the challenge we're issuing is we want you to spread this to as many people as you can. And just do some quick maths here. Mitch, you're a math guy. If every one of our listeners were to just get one person to listen, one additional person to listen, how much would our listening go up by?
It would at least double.
I would say at least, it might even triple
Yeah.
if they listen to it twice.
Exactly.
So at least double if you share with just one other person. That's crazy. We would double. That's 2 times as many as we have currently.
2 point something, ideally.
And if they didn't show it to anyone, how much would it grow by?
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
Well, unless we keep branching out to Australia.
That's right. So we've had consistently one listener in Australia. Whoever you are, email us, please. We would love to call you.
To
Zoom
this
call
guy in
you.
Australia. You're listening and we know it.
Yeah, I see you on the analytics. Or
Please.
girl. I mean, we don't
We
discriminate.
appreciate you, man. We
Right.
appreciate the man from Australia.
So yeah, if you're the
Yes.
Australian, look at the email in the description. Reach out to us. And yeah, if you could just share with one other person, that'd be awesome. We'd appreciate it. Time to get into it. Enough preamble.
Yeah.
Today's topic, I have to figure out how I'm going to word this. The title of this, as you probably saw, is Full of Shits 5. And that is a play on Ocean's 11 or Ocean's whatever. Because today we're doing a heist. I don't really have a question for this one, but the way we're going to do this is we're going to come up with a valuable object. We're going to come up with some obstacles we need to get around. Then we're each going to make a team of 5 out of the Super Smash Bros. Roster.
Yeah.
You know, I think we should together put together a team of 5 because there's not a ton of people.
That's true. Yeah, the roster's not huge.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, 40 people.
So we will together be putting a Full of Shits 5 together. We will be making a team of 5 to overcome obstacles.
Cool.
So what is the thing that we should be stealing? Not a painting.
So
Not a
the one
big
thing that came to mind for me, if we really want to make it difficult, be something like, George Washington's head off of Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
Something along those lines.
holy crap.
The International Space Station.
Yes.
We're going to steal the International Space Station.
Where are we going to put it?
Not in space.
We
Fair
could
enough.
Put it somewhere else in space.
Just
Yo,
move
just
it.
like
too.
move it over. Just like, we stole it. Where'd you put it? Like, I don't know, 2 miles over.
I think that might be a little too difficult.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Gru
But-
from Despicable Me is not part of the Smash roster.
That's
Otherwise,
true.
How about the torch out of the Statue of Liberty's hand?
That'd be pretty good.
All right. I like that.
All right, so let's come up then. In the Ocean's movies, they have obstacles they have to get around. Let's come up with 4 obstacles that our team is going to have to get around to steal. I'd say one of them right off the bat is Statue of Liberty is a super public object. We're going to have to replace the torch with something.
True.
Mhm.
So I'd say that's one of the things we need to get by.
Yep.
Is replacing the torch. That's one.
We got to do that. And then, and also another nice thing about the Statue of Liberty. I can speak
Yeah, I guess.
English. It's the height. You got to get up there somehow.
And little do people know, the Statue of Liberty actually has this device in it that prevents things from flying around it. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
That's because it's not
Is it-
true.
I was
But
about to say the anti-gravity field.
yes, they have a anti-gravity. They have a gravity field.
Double gravity.
Yeah, it
Double.
doubles gravity, just like we're going to double our listeners.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's a gravity doubler around the Statue of Liberty, so much so that you can't fly around it.
Would that be one of our obstacles?
Yeah, definitely.
Double gravity field. What is this thing being protruded by? Like,
Protruded.
I guess
Emanated?
from.
It's in her head. So
Incredible.
that's the second one. The third one, this is just a rumor I heard, that there are sea mines around the island.
All right. Sea mines.
Sea mines. Not like they're digging for things like will blow up.
Like Finding Nemo type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those.
The, what are they called?
I forget.
Sea mines.
All right. It's like, I was talking about, like, what do they call them in Nemo?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they didn't just straight up call them sea mines.
There's one more obstacle, but I'm not aware of it. I've just heard that there's one more.
Oh, I'm thinking like, all right, so this statue is on a island. There's only one path out there to it, right?
Isn't it? I thought you only could get there by boat. Or is there an actual bridge?
Yeah, there's
Only boat. There's no bridge.
no bridge.
It's an island.
What?
Otherwise it'd be peninsula.
I thought there was a bridge.
There's not. I'm promising you there's no bridge.
I've been lied to.
There's no bridge.
I'm an idiot. I admit it. I'm an idiot.
There is and never has been. There is not and never has been a bridge.
What the heck?
That'd be a long ass bridge. It is out there.
I'm
Tim's
Mind
mind
blown.
is
I'm just like,
There's a
I'm
million
dumbfounded
pieces
right
right
now. Wow. I am sorry, New York.
and France.
And well, yeah, and France.
Anyway, our fourth obstacle that we need to get by.
It's gonna be. Oh, this should be like, okay, so like in security, you have like physical obstacles and stuff like that. In like the Ocean's movie, they had to get past a ton of very, very high tech biometrics and physical security guards.
Oh, so you're talking about that, how after hours only Mr. Liberty can get to the island.
Yes.
So we would somehow need to disguise our team as get Mr. Liberty's fingerprint.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's review. We gotta get Mr. Liberty's fingerprints. Let's go in order. First, we have to get past the sea mines.
Double
Right.
gravity.
Then we have to get Mr. Liberty's fingerprints
Oh,
to get
okay. Yep.
get to the statue. Then double gravity, and then replace the torch.
Yeah.
So these
Yes.
are our goals. Everybody got that? Those are our goals
Yeah.
that we need to get by. So we need to assemble a team from the Super Smash Bros. Roster
I
that
think
could
we
do
can
these
do it.
things.
I think we can do it.
And kind of like in the Ocean's movies, it's like they have like specialists. So we should think of like, we should split it up and do like, we need some people to get rid of the mines. We need some people to get the biometrics. We need some people to do all this stuff.
Right.
So let's just start firing off Smash people. Bowser. I don't know how he would be of any help in this.
No,
not a whole lot you
really.
can do. No.
Although that torch is probably pretty heavy.
See, I
So you
I
might
have a
need a
solution
tank.
for the heavy torch.
What's that?
I'm thinking either King DDD or Kirby, because they can just suck it in and just keep it in their belly.
Ooh.
And Kirby, can King DDD turn into things like Kirby can?
No.
Because I was going to say,
But-
we could just have King DDD turn into a torch and leave him there.
Yeah. No, he can't do that. But he can. Otherwise, he's pretty similar to Kirby. He can like fly up and do the sucking in thing.
I think Kirby is probably a better bet.
I think so too. He's a little more
I think so.
versatile.
So Kirby could just suck up the torch. But we're going to have to think about how we're going to get him up there because he can't just float up there because the double gravity.
We got to
Yeah.
get past that. It's emanating from the head, correct?
Yeah. So we're just
Yeah.
going to keep Mario as one.
Steve.
Steve Steve might be good to get past the double gravity blocks.
True.
Yeah.
So let's keep Steve in mind.
You got Snake.
Snake with explosives. That could be good. Some sea mines.
Probably has some, military tactic knowledge as well.
Yeah.
Are there any like underwater?
People? Ash has Squirtle.
Greninja.
Greninja would be very good because Greninja also has like the teleport thing too.
Right. We should also assume that there's gonna be guards on this island too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Actually, I think Greninja would be really good because he would be able to get around double gravity because he can do like a water jet to like propel himself into the air.
And he probably sticks to walls too.
He's a frog. Yeah.
He could just climb up the
he could
statue
just like
as well.
walk right up there. Ooh.
I think Greninja would be.
So Greninja is tentatively on the roster, and so is Kirby. Who else? Bowser,
who else is
Donkey
there?
Kong.
God.
I don't know how he would
Donkey
help.
Kong wouldn't, yeah. Well, the only thing I could think with Donkey Kong is he might be able to like cause an earthquake and bring down the whole statue.
Yeah, but we want to sneak out of there though.
Okay, we're doing stealthy.
Yeah, that's why we're replacing
we have
the
to
torch.
replace the torch.
Yeah, we don't want people to know.
Yeah, we would fail our obstacle.
So,
right then.
All right, why don't we just start with our first obstacle, the mines? So who can we put on our team who could deal with these mines? I'm thinking Snake might be our best bet so far.
Yeah, I think he'd have the knowledge to disable them.
To disarm the mines.
I think send Snake in for the mines. He'd be able to, and I feel like he would have like the technology to like. I mean, obviously you can't use it in Smash, so I don't know if it counts.
I think it counts. He's got the experience.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like he would have like the equipment to go. Like,
so Snake would be our bomb
Subdiving
disposer. I think
he'd be our EOD.
I think that's good to only use up one person on the mines too, because we still have 4 slots available
for 3 more tasks. So.
Right, only 3 more tasks. 4 more if you include getting past the guards.
You know what else I just thought of with Kirby? You know how when he sucks people in, he can like become them and gain their abilities?
Mr. Liberty? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
That's you can suck in Mr. Liberty.
And become Mr. Liberty.
Okay. So let's think. We have to. Mr. Liberty would probably be the second one because now we're to the island. We got to get on the island through like the force field that's guarded by biometrics. We need to get to Mr. Liberty, and I've heard that Mr. Liberty lives at the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh,
so we need to get to him.
Yep.
To get his biometrics.
So we got to get Kirby in,
and Kirby is sticking out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah.
And I would assume that Mr. Liberty, being such a high profile character that he is, probably has his own personal guard.
Oh yeah.
A lot of security equipment.
Oh yeah. Literally people know is the Empire State Building was built specifically to protect Mr. Liberty.
Okay.
People don't know that. They don't. They think it's a business center.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Only I do. I am Mr. Liberty. Just kidding.
Damn. All right.
Or am I?
So do you think we might need like in Oceans they always had like somebody who was like the face or like the
I was thinking somebody who could seduce him.
Yeah, or like that. It's like somebody who's like really good at people skills.
Zero Suit Samus.
I was thinking Peach, but Zero Suit Samus looks more human-like.
Yeah,
that's true.
And like in a non-weird way, she's an attractive video game character.
I like how you have to specify non-weird way.
Yeah, like, I'm not into that, but
yeah, and Zero Suit Samus is like tactical, but she kind of looks like a soldier still.
No, Zero Suit Samus looks like a gymnast. Like she just has like the blue jumpsuit on.
Yeah, so like why would a gymnast be coming in to
seduce Mr. Liberty?
But
she's heard all about him.
We could.
But we still need to get her like past the guards and everything.
See, now here's my thought. If Mr. Liberty, living up on the top of the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, Mrs. Liberty, so all the way out in the ocean, he never really has time to go see her. He probably gets lonely up there, might occasionally have an escort or two over. I say
Mr. Liberty's a dog.
I say we get Zero Suit Samus to take the place of one of these said escorts.
Oh, so how are we going to get him to? Because I'm assuming like we have to get this the day before the heist. Because if we're having Kirby suck up Mr. Liberty, like people are going to realize he's gone.
Yeah.
So we pretty much need to get him the day.
Well, he can spit him back out and still like retain their.
Right.
He just has to like suck him in.
But Mr. Liberty's going to know.
Yeah.
So like we need to do that and then do the heist. So it's got to be like the afternoon before. So yeah, I think Zero Suit Samus is the pick. And do you think so her and Kirby need to get up there. How are we going to get Kirby in?
Well, he can just become smaller objects, right? Like
I think they have to be things his size.
Well, how big is Kirby? Isn't he only?
He's like a
couple feet
beach
tall?
ball.
Yeah, that's a little tough to get in. I'd say if she had like a backpack or
Oh,
something.
how about he can float, right? He can
Yeah.
fly.
As long as he's not by the double
and
gravity.
there's no double
Right.
gravity.
So he could just float to the top,
Yeah.
right? His office is at the top, right?
Do you think anybody would see this pink ball floating up to the top? Because you got to remember, at the top of the
Oh,
Empire
that's
State
true.
Building is a big glass observatory.
Now, what if he ties a
That's fair.
string to his feet so he looks like a balloon?
Oh,
Kirby the balloon.
that is the most big brain play I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So you just tie a string to him and just let him float up. Who would
Yep.
be at the bottom holding him?
Well, he can control when he's going up and down. He just like takes and
Oh,
goes.
so he's like a stray balloon, we're saying.
Yeah,
That just got
basically.
away.
yeah.
So you have Zero Suit Samus, like
Zero Suit Seamus. Just a naked Irish man.
That'd be hilarious. I would
Oh
go
wait,
see
I
that.
thought we recruited Zero Suit Samus. Tim, you're in
Oh
charge.
no!
You're in charge of getting Zero Suit Samus, not naked Seamus. All right, where's the Zero Suit one? And just this drunk naked Irishman.
Good enough. Come with me, sir.
To you, laddie.
I don't know why they
Hold
needed.
on to this balloon.
You come back to Mitch and I, and we're just like, who is this?
I love it.
You had one job.
Who knows?
How do you think this man is gonna seduce Mr. Liberty,
Who
Tim?
knows? Maybe he already knows Mr. Liberty
Oh.
from.
That'd be quite the turn.
Yeah, it would be.
We recruited the wrong seductress. So we're gonna have to get Zero Suit Samus through the front door, which, assuming Mr. Liberty is a promiscuous man, won't be hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
So we'll send her in, and then we'll send Kirby up to float. We'll tell like Zero Suit Samus, like, hey, we're gonna give you like 5 minutes to get up there, and then wait for the balloon to come up.
Yeah.
So she'll like walk out on the deck or something with a glass of wine and get him out there, and then just all of a sudden Kirby will float up and suck him up.
I can just see it, just like it was like, oh look, a Kirby balloon. Just
They'll just
I can just picture Zero Suit Samus like sitting there, like touching his arm.
all of a sudden you just hear bloop 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 as he floats up.
oh yeah, because he makes a noise too.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it's like a
doot,
whoop
doot,
whoop 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 whoop.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, that's pretty easy. So Kirby will suck him up, and then what are we doing with Mr. Liberty in the meantime? We're gonna have to like keep him captured.
lock him in the closet.
Do we even need Zero Suit Samus after this point? Like, can we just make it extra
Make her
long?
like guard him.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I think we'll be good without her.
yeah. And I mean, she's pretty handy when it comes to
Very.
self defense and everything.
Oh, right. She's like a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is very capable of keeping him there. All right.
Keeping other people out.
Yeah, let's do that. So she will stay and then like guard him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
that's 2 slots because that's
Three
three
with
shots.
three.
No,
we only
yeah.
have 2 left.
Right. So we
But
have
Kirby we're using for another
Yeah.
purpose.
right. So Kirby's got the biometrics now.
Kirby's like the linchpin of this because we're using him to get the
He's
torch.
the getaway too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Dang.
we have the biometrics. So if we're doing this like ocean style, like the things are basically happening as we plan them. So now we're to the force field. Kirby's doing the biometrics. We get through the force field. Now we have a bunch of guards to get through before we get to the statue.
We have 2 slots open.
Right. 2 more crew members.
Jigglypuff. Puts them all asleep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is a great idea. To send the Jigglypuff around to just do the sleep song on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
The problem is, doesn't Jigglypuff put herself to sleep when she does that?
I mean, I'd say as long as Jigglypuff is serving the purpose of
But-
getting everyone to sleep.
But like, if we're going by like Smash rules, basically, she has to be like right by them for it to work.
That's
And if there's a lot of
True.
guards,
that's very true.
That's fair. Okay, so maybe not.
so we need to take these guys out. We need to get past them. We need to get our crew of 4, because we're leaving Samus behind,
Mhm.
past them, or we need to take them all out.
Right.
Well,
Assuming
I mean,
that
are
they
we-
can radio for help.
are they going to be using like deadly force? Or
Oh, yeah.
Are we just trying to detain them?
These guys have. no
I would rather
bounds.
not kill them. If we're going by
Okay.
like ocean stuff,
That's what I figured. I was going to say otherwise. I mean,
We basically
Snake
want-
just has unlimited guided rockets.
like we
basically.
want no
So-
trace of us being there.
Okay.
Oh,
Because right now the only thing we're on the books of doing is kidnapping Mr. Liberty.
could you have Isabel on a boat and just
Start fishing them?
snagging them with a fishing pole into the water?
It's a good idea to take out the edge people, but what are we gonna do? Like, aren't
That's
people
true.
gonna see her doing
That's
that
true.
and call for help?
She's gonna be like
We need to
dead
like
of night,
get it.
and all of a sudden, like people like they just see a little fishing boat, and all of a sudden, people just starts getting yanked off this thing. That'd be a little weird, I admit.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't think that's gonna work.
I have an idea.
These are hard.
Ike or Ness, because they can freeze them. They have the PK freeze.
Ooh.
So they could just encase them in ice, and they would eventually just melt
Yeah, again, I'm worried about
them
because they're gonna be like
hypothermia,
patrolling.
dying.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah.
Could you use Wario's motorbike because he can just
That's
run?
kind of what I was
shit
thinking
over.
too, and like fart on people and just knock them out.
We might need 2 people to do this.
We
Yeah.
might.
Well, I think Snake could probably, hand to hand take care of a good chunk. Not a good chunk, but a few of them.
I think Snake himself could easily just sneak through, but that's only one of our crew.
And we need Kirby there,
Right.
unless Kirby takes balloon tactic number 2.
But
no,
gravity
it's
doubler.
Gravity doubler.
Right.
That affects the whole island.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so we need someone who could take out, let's say it's a pretty big island that it's on. I'd say there's like 30 guards on it.
See-
So we either need to sneak past them or get rid of all 30. Because if they're patrolling, they're going to find
Yeah, there's no characters
My-
in Smash that go like invisible for a second, is there?
Greninja.
I think but that's
Ah.
only for like short bursts.
Right.
Like a few feet. 5-10
Well, he
feet.
can go across the entire map pretty much.
That's
He
true.
charges it up.
That is true.
So Greninja
What-
could
see-
get by and Snake could get by.
My thought here is Ash. Because he'd have, well, I guess in Smash he only has Squirtle.
His Squirtle, Bulbasaur,
Bulbasaur,
and
and Charizard.
Charizard, yeah.
I was going to say, if he had Pikachu, he could just have him deliver a non-lethal dose of electricity
Right.
and stun them all. But,
Yeah, he doesn't have Pikachu.
Yeah.
There's Pikachu.
oh, there is Pikachu. Yeah, we'll just do Pikachu.
Yeah. All right. So if we had Pikachu and Snake, I think that'd be enough where like we could get past the people we needed to get by.
Yeah.
Because you'd have Snake, not snapping necks, but just
Well, Kirby also has his hammer.
right. I don't think the hammer would be quiet enough. It'd just be
True.
a
That's
Whoa.
true. That's very true.
Imagine you're the guard on the other side of the island, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Whoop, whoop."
well, first you see a flaming hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it's on fire.
Yeah.
And also people just getting blasted by this thing. And then on the other side, it's see people just getting
Okay, so let's say we use
One
Snake and Pikachu to get us to the statue, and then like we can leave like Snake and Pikachu behind to like take people out who might
Mhm.
come and like,
Guard.
find
Right.
the bodies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll be our like sentries.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, so now we have on our team, we have
We
No
never talked
sushi.
about how we're getting
Oh.
to the island.
that's right.
We talk about how like Snake is going to disable the mines, but how are we swimming? Like how are we getting there?
I don't think Pikachu would do too well. Well, he'd probably be okay in water, but it'd be risky to have him in water with
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of the people. Well,
Do
do you think Kirby could carry people over? Because the double gravity doesn't hit until they're at the island.
I think that's too risky. There's guards on that island.
That's
We're floating
true.
over there.
That's very true.
True.
Because the mines are good. We could take a boat over, but we'd need a Smash character who has like that then.
Steve has a boat, doesn't he?
He was the mine cart.
Oh,
I don't think he has a boat in Smash.
darn.
You know what we could do?
Shit.
There's a cruise that goes around the island at night. We could take that and then jump off and then swim
Short way.
and just
Yeah.
keep Pikachu very calm.
Have him jump off after everyone else gets to the island.
Keep a safe distance to where the electricity could dispel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah,
many
that's how we
slots do
get
have
there.
Filled? We have.
Pikachu, Snake, Kirby, Zero Suit.
Were we using Greninja to get up to the torch, or
Kirby.
have we figured out how we're getting to the torch yet?
Oh crap!
Pikachu.
I think we should use Steve to get up to the torch.
Yeah, I think
Puts
that.
on blocks.
Yeah, and then Kirby
so
could
Steve
get up
is
there.
5.
Cool.
See,
And Steve.
We have to think about our getaway too.
That's true. That's true.
yeah, that's very true.
Because you think about when Kirby sucks something up, if he doesn't like transform into it,
He just waddles.
yeah, and he's like slow and
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we would get to the tower using Pikachu and Snake as
Yep.
sentries, and then now that we're there, we have Steve. Steve would be able to make like a blocks. He'd be able to do blocks
Yep.
up, and so we get up there, and now we have Kirby. Oh,
We
I
need to
just thought of
replace
a
it.
problem. Yeah.
What's that?
how are we gonna? Oh, actually, Steve could do this. I was gonna say, how are we gonna separate the torch from the hand? But Steve has pickaxe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve could help with that.
Now, would Steve, do you think, be able to perform some Minecraft analytics on the torch and figure out how to craft? a
That's what
counterfeit?
I was thinking. It'd be a little blocky, but from a distance.
Exactly.
It'd
And
be
no one-
enough.
and you can't go up to the torch anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it'd be long enough for us to get to
get away and like
flee the country. You know?
Yeah.
stash the torch somewhere else.
That's good. Yeah, I think Steve's a good pick for that.
Steve,
So we have Steve, Kraft,
our actual heist man.
Right,
Steve.
Yeah. Steve's pretty integral to the operation.
and Kirby.
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
and Kirby are the two.
Well, to get away, Steve could just craft some boats. Or are we saying we're not going to be
He
able-
can't do that, and like he can build blocks in Smash.
Okay.
So that's how the torch.
Right.
Oh, so he would
Yeah.
just build the blocks that would resemble
I'd
the
be able
torch.
to-
Right.
Okay. Okay.
By
do,
some
as,
time.
do as much as like dropping anvils and use the mine cart and all that.
Right. So we're still gonna have to think about our getaway, but for now we have Kirby suck up the torch that Steve mines. Steve replaces it. Now we have a bloated Kirby. What if we have Zero Suit Samus sneak away? Like now that we're ready to leave,
Yeah.
she like gets a boat and or she uses a she gets in her actual suit.
But double gravity.
We've
Well,
did
she
we
could-
disable that though?
I don't think we have anybody who has the skill set. I don't think Snake knows how to disable
Pikachu
that.
just zap it?
Oh, just lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes the tower or lightning strikes the statue. That'd draw attention to us though.
That's true.
Can't Pikachu like go up to like where that thing is and like just
Thunderbolt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we have Pikachu just shorted out.
Yeah.
And we have Zero Suit Samus coming basically
in
her
with it.
Iron Man suit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
pick up Kirby and go. Then we just swim off.
Suited
Yeah.
Samus.
Yeah, suited Samus then
Yeah.
comes.
Nice.
Because we assume it's the same character. It's just
Yeah.
skin
it's
different.
Samus. Well, because
really
in,
is.
in the older ones, she would like swap back and forth between,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Hayden, what do you think? Email us.
Slap in the face to him.
Yeah, so she will come in her Iron Man suit basically, pick up
Yeah.
Kirby, fly off with him, take him to wherever we're stashing the torch, and then we will all just swim.
Yeah.
That cruise thing that I'm talking about, it like does like a lap around the island. So if we're quick enough, we could catch it on the way back.
return trip.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now the question is, where do we put the torch?
That is a good question.
That's a massive torch.
that is a pretty beefy torch.
Who are we selling it to?
Yeah.
I think
Waluigi? Oh, wait, he's not in Smash.
Waluigi? Oh, yeah. It's just Wario.
Okay, so who would buy a big torch?
I'm thinking, who is someone who wants to see the French-American relations ruined? Seeing that, Statue of Liberty was originally a gift from France.
Britain.
To the
Are
US.
you saying that the ghost of Napoleon Bonaparte hired us to do this?
I'm not saying he didn't.
Of course, I should have known. We got that shady message written in a French accent.
We thought it was Clippy, but
We thought it was Clippy. And,
Oh no.
and this message written in not in the French language, but written with a French accent.
yeah.
We received it, slipped under our door right here in our little studio. It slipped under and it said, we need you to steal the torch from the Statue of Liberty. Signed, not the ghost of Napoleon. And we were really suspicious of that.
Wow.
'Cause,
I mean,
you know,
Hey, Teo, how accurate was my accent? Send us an email. Lots of call outs in this one.
French
There is.
man.
Call outs to our friends. Sorry for anyone who doesn't know us personally.
Yeah. It's all
It
right.
was perfect. I love France. I love the Ghost of Napoleon. I did work for him. If you take offense to this, stop listening. Anyway, the Ghost of Napoleon Bonaparte, we would sell it to. Where is he meeting us? Waterloo, of course.
I would
course.
say a graveyard.
Louisiana.
Waterloo. There's a Waterloo in
Could-
Louisiana, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there?
I don't know.
He's still
Yes.
kicking himself
Sure.
for the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
And he
He's
wants
coming
to
back.
strike back at America
He's
by
coming back.
stealing
He's
the
like-
torch.
He's like, I'll pick it up
It's all
in
coming
Louisiana,
together.
and then from there, I'll take back the Louisiana territory.
So we should just have Samus fly right there. Dead of
Yeah,
night.
I think so.
Flies there, delivers it to the ghost of Napoleon
Because
Bonaparte.
she would have to fly with Kirby, who
Right.
has it
Then
sucked
Kirby
up
would have
into him.
to expel the torch.
Right. She'd
Probably
have to do it quick too, because we think Kirby, he has to. I guess.
Well, you could spit it out once it's on the ship.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we'd take it right to the Ghost of Napoleon in Louisiana, Waterloo, Louisiana. Hopefully that's a real place.
If you're from there, great.
Yeah, if you're from Waterloo, Louisiana, let us know.
Shout out Waterloo, Louisiana.
No research.
I have no idea if that's actually a place.
So we deliver it. Napoleon would pay us. Now, how are we going to make sure our crew stays quiet? Kirby, we're good. Doesn't speak English.
Kirby doesn't talk. I think Zero Suit Samus probably had a good enough time with Mr. Liberty after, you know,
I think she's a professional, you know?
Yeah. I think she'd be okay.
Steve doesn't talk.
Steve doesn't talk. We're good.
Pikachu doesn't talk.
Pikachu, we're good. Wow, this is working out better than I thought.
Who's the last one?
Snake.
Snake.
And Snake is like a spec ops operator.
Yeah.
That's true. He'd be fine, actually.
Yeah,
unless he has a higher sense of duty.
True.
But then I feel like he wouldn't have tried to help us.
We
steal
might
it
have
in
to
the first
kill
place.
Snake
How do you
just to
kill
be safe.
I think Zero Suit Samus could just run him over in her ship. I think that would probably do the job.
Yeah. So I think we did it. I think we did a pretty damn good job.
I think so.
I would say that was a heist of all heists.
Smash characters.
The ghost
OP.
of Napoleon was happy.
Yeah.
He's going to parade that torch around the entire Louisiana territory.
Right. What do you think? Do you really think there'd be any consequences to this?
I don't know. You gave him another one.
The fact that
It's a
we
blocky
replaced
one.
it with a Steve torch, I don't think it would even be noticed for some time.
I think for a while it would.
Yeah, and I feel like there'd probably be some sort of investigation into it, but it would.
We left no evidence.
What happens?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
the only thing would be
is
with
the guards
Mr. Liberty.
Mr. Liberty.
Mr. Liberty's the issue.
But all he would know is some blonde girl and a yellow, or not a yellow,
And a balloon.
a pink balloon, because he probably wasn't even looking at Kirby when he got sucked.
Right.
He got sucked into a balloon.
Yeah. So I think
So Mr. Liberty's the loose end.
my thoughts were
send
the
Snake.
guards on the island, because they probably saw Snake and Pikachu for sure.
I thought they just like snuck up on him and took him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plot twist: we replaced Mr. Liberty with
Kirby.
I was gonna say Bowser, and then like trade Mr. Liberty for Peach.
Ooh.
I think we could probably send Snake to mop up that loose end.
Yeah.
I always
think
said we
so, too.
weren't killing
I mean, it's
people,
gonna
but
be
we're
like,
not. Snake's doing it.
I feel like Snake could probably infiltrate the Empire
yeah.
State Building.
Quite
and-
literally, just fire one of his rockets up,
Yeah, he could. He could just guide it all the way to the top of the building and have it like
And
go
then
through
just
the balcony and just.
fly it right in. I
And
mean,
just only hit Mr. Liberty.
Yeah,
you could do that from the building over.
that's true.
Well, that is all she wrote for that one for Full of Shits 5. That was fun. That's another one, another different thing than we've really
yeah,
done.
very
Yeah.
much so.
Thank you so much, Mitch, for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Like we said, if you could just do us the favor of just getting one more listen,
Maybe
just
even
one
two.
more, maybe two, maybe three, 10,000.
Show it to your family.
but
Show it to your cat,
Your coworkers.
your coworkers.
your dog,
Put it in your letter to Santa,
your gecko.
Mr. Liberty.
Yeah. The,
The
ghost, of Napoleon.
But just one more person would really help us out. By no means feel obligated to do so, but it would help us out if you just got one more or two more people just to send it their way.
We'd be able to do more for you guys.
Yeah,
So.
if you enjoy the show, just if you could do that for us. Otherwise, we're so appreciative of everybody who is listening. If you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Also, our email is in the description. If you have any suggestions, my offer from last week still stands. If you can find the moral or lesson in every episode and send them my way, I will read them live on air, no matter how filthy they are. I'm committing to that live. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.